So we were doing this question in the morning. So now we have to receive the bank amount. Bank account debit to equity share allotment account. Now see, allotment due will be how much, first decide that amount. So from them 80,000 is due, from them nil is due, and from them at the rate of rupees 40 it will be 3,20,000. 3,20,000. So the total amount due will be 4 lakh in this manner. Now they are not paying you anything. This point is clear. We have discussed in the morning that they will not pay us anything because we have already received 1 lakh from them in advance. And how much this category will pay to us on allotment? How much this category will pay to us on allotment? 3,20,000, because they have been allotted all the shares. Complete full allotment is there. So that's it. Whatever we are asking, they will pay to us 3,20,000. So the total money received on allotment will be how much? 3,20,000. This point is, I hope, clear to everyone. And now you can see one thing. You have debited share allotment account by 4 lakh. You have credited share allotment account by 3,20,000 here. And you have credited share allotment account by 80,000 here. So that way share allotment account balance is nil. So this way also it should be clear to you. Okay, now we will do first and final call due, equity share first and final call. Yes, first and final call account debit. At this time also you will be collecting some premium to equity share capital account to equity, sorry, to securities premium reserve account. Yes, please. Journal entry is clear. Now on first call, money due from this category will be how much? Amount is rupees 70 per share. Amount is rupees 70 per share. So we can calculate from here also. If we multiply it by 70, the amount will become 7 lakh. And out of this 10 rupees is premium and 60 rupees is capital. So 6 lakh will be the capital and 1 lakh will be the premium. Now we will do bank entry. Bank account debit. Calls in advance we have received. That liability will be finished now. Calls in advance account debit to equity share first and final call account. Yes, please. Entry is clear. Now, when I want to calculate the bank amount, first I will come to this point again. So, from 2000 shares at the rate of ₹70, how much is due on first call? 1,40,000. There will be no due amount, and in this category, 8,000 multiplied by 70, it will be 5,60,000. Now, whatever amount I will be receiving, now how much amount this category will pay to me on first call? Yes, because you have received 20,000 in advance from them. So that's why now they will be paying you only 1,20,000. So if you will observe the due amounts, you can calculate with the help of multiplication simply with the allotment column. But these amounts, bank amounts, you need to fill logically. They will pay you full amount. There is no arrears from their side. So now the total amount which you will be receiving is 6,80,000. So the bank amount is 6,80,000. 20,000 was your course in advance, which you have done in the second entry. This one, this liability you will finish now. So 20,000 liability finished, and the total amount in first and final call will be 7. So I hope this question is clear. We have completed this question. We can move to the next question. Okay. Now coming to this question. See this question. The company offers 10,000 shares of ₹10 each to the public. The amount is payable as follows. So, application 3, allotment 2, first call 3, second and final call 2. So 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10. So that way, the face value is 10 and the issue price is also 10. So share is issued at par, and we are offering 10,000 shares. Then next is applications are received for 15,000 shares. So obviously from this line I am coming to know that it is a question of oversubscription. The directors made the allotment as follows. So first I will write the total applications received. The total applications received is 15,000. The total shares allotted will be 10,000. I hope this point is clear. That's why I have not spared much time on this topic now. Both things are clear to each and everyone. Now see what information is given. No allotment to applicants for 3,000 shares. So means you have rejected the applications for 3,000 shares. And rest of the shares were allotted on pro rata basis. So rest of the shares will be 15,000 minus 3,000. 12,000 will be the rest of the applications, and they have been allotted the shares. So they are getting 10,000 shares. So it means that applicants of 12,000 shares are getting 10,000 shares, and this is pro rata allotment. So in this question, there is no full allotment category. There is nil allotment category. Then there is this one, pro rata allotment category. Yes, still here. Any confusion? Okay. So now we will calculate the difference. Difference is 3,000, and here the difference is 2,000. And if I calculate this difference, this will also be 5,000. Both ways it is coming 5,000. Now, how much excess money I am having? So 3,000 multiplied by application money. Application money is rupees 3 per share. So I am having 9,000. What should I do of this 9,000? Yes, it will be refunded because we have not given them any share. That's why it will be refunded. Now, excess money for this category, pro rata allotment category, again multiplied by 3. So I am having 6,000. Now, before deciding about this, first thing I will check how much money I need from them on allotment. So allotment money is rupees 2 per share. So that's why I will need 20,000 from them on allotment. But I am having only 6,000 right now. So this 6,000 where I will transfer on allotment. 6,000 will be transferred on allotment. So the whole excess of 15,000 I have adjusted. Now coming to the amounts. Bank account debit to equity share application account. And the application amount I can calculate from here. Please follow the steps. Don't miss any step in overconfidence. Later on, it will be required and it will confuse you. Do it in the same procedure as I am doing. Then second entry will be equity share application account debit 45,000 to equity share capital account. Now capital will be how much? Number of shares allotted multiplied by application money per share. So capital will be 30,000. Then to equity share allotment account. So now equity share allotment amount, we have transferred 6,000 and we have to return some money to bank account. So 9,000 I have to return. Yes, till here I hope everyone is clear. Equity share allotment account debit. Now if I want to calculate the allotment amount, I will multiply it by allotment. So I will get the amount 20,000 will be due on allotment to equity. We can make that calculations also, but for some purpose I am doing it like this so that later on you will be clear about these things when complicated questions will come. That's why I am saying that practice in the same manner as I am doing. You should be knowing what should be multiplied by what number. Keep responding. Bank account debit. Now I will receive here. You will not receive any amount further. You will not be due, but they will pay you only 14,000. They will pay you only 14,000 because 20,000 is due from them, but 6,000 is already received. So they will pay you only 14,000 now. 6,000 you have already credited to share allotment account in the second entry. To equity share allotment account. 14,000. Now we will make first call due equity share first call account. Okay, one point we have missed here that I should remind you now. Mohan, a holder of 100 shares, paid the 2 calls with allotment. So now you have received some money in advance with allotment money. So how much money you have received in advance? They have paid you amount of 2 calls. Yes, they have paid you amount of 2 calls in advance. So now 5 rupees you have received in advance. So that's why you have received rupees 500 in advance. So that we will also enter here in the bank entry. So this amount will become 14,500. This will remain 14,000. And here it will be 2 calls in advance. Yes, please. Equity share, first call account, debit to equity share capital account. So now I want to calculate the due amount. Amount due per share is rupees 3 per share. So if I multiply it by rupees 3, I will get 30,000. Again and again remind you, please, where to multiply, what to multiply, you should be clear about that. That's why I do it in the same manner as I am telling. Yes, now bank account debit. Some amount you have received in advance, calls in advance, account debit to equity share first call account. Yes. Now we can open false in account also. First is the working note. So total first call due is equal to rupees 30,000. Then some shareholder has not paid me some amount, calls in arrears. How much it is? Now see, Sohan, a holder of 200 shares, failed to pay the first and second call money, and Rohan, a holder of 100 shares, fails to pay the second call money. So 200 shares have not paid you the first call money. So 200 shares have not paid you rupees 600. So you have not received rupees 600. So then how much you have received? Rupees 29,400. Now some amount you have received in advance. How many shares has paid you advance? 100 shares have you paid advance money. So 100 multiplied by 3. They have you paid some amount in advance. So that will also you not receive minus rupees 300. This working note is compulsory to be shown. So bank amount will be rupees 29,100. So here you will be writing 29,100. Your liability $29,100. Your advance will be 300, and it will be 29,400. Yes, please. Now, first tell me any confusion in the bank entry or due entry for first call. I hope from working note each and everything is clear. And please remember, these working notes are to be prepared neat and clean. I am making it in short for time saving purpose. Now we will make final call due in the same manner. You tell me just you tell me what amount you will write in bank. Till then I will be correcting it. You prepare your own working note. Second and final call. It will be 20,000. Then again we will prepare this working note. So total final call due will be 20,000. You have not received on 300 shares. You have not received second call. They have not paid. They have not paid. So you have not received again 600. So the amount received will be 19,400. And how much you have received in advance? 200 you have received in advance. So 200 will be subtracted from here. So that amount will become 19,200. So you will receive 19,200. Yes, very good, very good. Now calls in advance was how much? 200. And this amount will become 19,400. So I hope this question is also clear. If you want to do calls in area entry, then how to do it? Then I will show it. Then you will debit calls in area account also here. Calls in areas. If you want to open calls in area account, that I am showing. Debit. And calls in area was 600. So then it will become in this case 19,800. And if suppose in this entry also I want to open calls in area account, then calls in areas account debit, and the amount will be 600. So this way it will be completed. Clear now? It will become 30,000.